Now, in recent weeks, we've been talking a lot about greener transport, in particular, the ban on sales of new petrol and diesel vehicles that is now less than 9 years away. We've been building up to a serious test of what it means to live with an electric car. Our transport correspondent, Paul Clifton, already a world record holder for economy driving, set out to attempt 2 more records in an electric car. He travelled from John O'Groats to Land's End for the latest in our series, charting the road to reducing carbon. Here's how he got on.
And we're off, leaving John O'Groats, the most northerly point in mainland Britain. Only 840 miles to go. The aim, a serious, real-world test of what a battery electric car can do. We're trying to set 2 Guinness World Records for the least energy used and for the shortest charging time between John O'Groats and Land's End.
Good morning.
Following us, the AA's Patrols of the Year as independent witnesses. To save energy, the air conditioning is off, the windows closed, no radio. Wired inside the car, equipment to measure everything we do. Crossing the Highlands is the first big challenge. Over the whole route, we will climb almost the equivalent of Mount Everest. Planning ahead, we try never to touch the brakes. These records are not easy. 4 years ago, I set a Guinness World Record for a petrol car on the same route. Fergal and Kevin, my co-drivers, take turns at the wheel. Between us, we hold many economy driving records.
This time of the year, because it's the warmest time, so the battery temperature is critical for getting the most range and the most efficiency.
We're near Glasgow and it is pouring with rain, and that really hurts the fuel economy because the tyres have to disperse a lot of water. At Gretna Green, the AA men record our first battery charge.
So you can think about the battery of the car as like a big bucket of water, and the closer to the top you get, the slower you have to go to stop it overflowing.
Yeah, 2 minutes you've had so far.
Yeah.
But the charger is faulty. Power reduced to a trickle. We unplug after 5 minutes wasted. We leave Scotland, heading south. Our margin for error has been wiped out. We reach Wigan with the battery almost flat. Getting the numbers right has taken months of planning and testing, with analysis from Ford's engineers. We press on through the night when traffic is quietest. The last stop is in Devon.
3, 2, 1, stop.
With only 44 minutes plugged in since John O'Groats, the records are within reach. But it's raining again, and we have no wriggle room left. According to the car, we don't have enough electricity to finish the journey, and we still have 69 miles to go.
Come on, you can do it, you can do it.
Behind us, the AA patrols are worried too.
Tell you what, Simon, I'm not sure if they're going to make it, you know. I'm that nervous, I've been biting my fingernails. They're really running on empty now.
But after 27 hours...
Well, we've made it. The car is almost out of juice. Land's End. Journey's End.
And a very warm welcome. Time for some team photos with the AA crew. We have just arrived at Land's End after 27 hours driving and 840 miles. Frankly, we are pretty tired. The aim was to assess whether these electric cars are now viable for real-world long-distance use and not just as urban cars for going to the shops or the supermarket. We have certainly proved that.
Well, Paul has hot-footed it back from Land's End today and, as you can see, joins us from the car park now. So, Paul, don't keep us in suspense. Did you break those world records?
I can't tell you for certain, David. I'm sorry. The car was fitted with data loggers and Guinness World Records are now ploughing through a vast amount of data. What I can tell you
is that we were plugged in for substantially less time than the existing record holder set in a Tesla. And from a driving efficiency point of view, I think we were well ahead of the target that even Ford's own engineers told us was not technically achievable.
So, Paul, what have you learned from this experience?
I've learned a huge amount from this, David. I mean, bear in mind, we've spent 6 months planning and testing for this, and we were almost undone by that charging point failure. The charging networks, I think, are not quite keeping pace here with the car manufacturers. So on the way up and back, we found queues at chargers, we found chargers working too slowly or not working at all. These vehicles are going to become mainstream. We all know that, but I don't think as a whole system, things are quite there yet.
So, as regards the records then, Paul, when will the results be confirmed?
On Friday, this car will be centre stage at the Goodwood Festival of Speed. We will be there live and we'll bring you the results then. So, fingers crossed.
Yeah, absolutely. Fingers crossed. Well done, Paul. Good to see you back safe and sound.